Hey guys, what's up? It's Ella, and I'm back with another Mets video. And yes, I know they've basically imploded. It's not going great. They can't hit for their lives. It's just, that's all I have to say. I mean, if you want to see me like torturing myself and talking about it, you can watch my most recent video, but I don't want to talk about it here. In this video, I'm going to talk about the one Met player who hasn't given me anxiety this year, Pete Alonso. And actually, credits to my brother for giving me this video idea. So basically, like a week ago, I was looking at MVP polls for who people think should be MVP this year. And I noticed that Max Muncy was like relatively high on that list. And I was like, why is he like, I don't know, like before I say things, because I'm going to say some things, just for the record, I'm not saying Max Muncy's a bad player at all. I think he's a good player, and I'm also not saying he's having a bad season, because he's having a very respectable season, and it's a very good season. It's just not an MVP season, I guess. And I'm just noticing, like, Max Muncy has a 260 batting average and 28 home runs right now. And I'm just like, why is he like that high on the list? You know what I mean? And then credits to my brother. He said to me yesterday, did you know that Pete Alonso is having a better season than Max Muncy? And I'm like, no, he's not. I've been looking at stats. Max Muncy's having a better season. Like, Max Muncy beat Pete Alonso to the All-Star game. Like, I've been following their stats. Max Muncy's got like a 270 batting average, and Pete Alonso's got like a 260 batting average. And then my brother's like, no, actually, Pete Alonso has a better batting average and more home runs. So, turns out he was right. Max Muncy has a 260 batting average. Pete Alonso has a 262 batting average. And Max Muncy has 28 home runs. Pete Alonso has 29 home runs. So this brings me to the highlight of the video. Why? I'm just going to put text there. So it's like, it looks stupid when I'm doing this, but it won't look stupid. Anyway, why is Max Muncy so hyped up like he's having an amazing season and nobody's talking about Pete Alonso? Like, if Max Muncy's in this MVP race, why is Pete Alonso not? Like, I don't understand why everybody's saying, like, oh, Max Muncy can win MVP. I mean, obviously he won't, because Tatis will be MVP unless something drastic happens. But, why is Pete Alonso not in the conversation for MVP when Pete Alonso's having a better season than Max Muncy? Like, I know, like, obviously he won't win, because that's obviously, like, a good season, but it's not MVP season. But, like, I just don't understand why Max Muncy's in the conversation so much and Pete Alonso isn't. And he's very underrated, like, just as a whole, Pete Alonso. And I also think Max Muncy's a little overrated. I'm just not going to get into that, though. But, I just, like, don't understand. And Pete Alonso's having a very good season. So, in case you have been one of the people sleeping on Pete Alonso, let me just tell you his stats right now. So he has a 262 batting average, which is better than his 2019 batting average. And yes, his home runs are down from 2019, but compared to last year, which was definitely an off year, like, he's having a much better season. Like, he's hitting close to where he has the potential to be hitting. And this was a year where he was having trouble hitting home runs at Citi Field, so obviously his production and stuff would be down. And he's still putting up, like, a decent year. Like, also, they, like, changed the ball a little bit, and then Citi Field's using a humidor. I think that's what it is, where they basically wet the balls to make it harder for them to go out. I'm not sure why they're doing that or how that makes sense at all, which is making it, I read it said that it makes it the seventh most pitcher-friendly ballpark in all of baseball, and I don't really understand why they're doing that. So Pete Alonso, for a period of time this season, like the first half, was having an extremely hard time hitting home runs at Citi Field, but he overcame that. So it indicates good things for the future. I don't think he'll get to 40 home runs this year, but I think he'll get close to that this year, and he could easily reach that any given year. So, he is having a very good year, and he can clearly show that he can hit clutch, he can score some runs, and he's got a good amount of RBIs. I think he's got like 70 on a team where the Mets just cannot score runs, and he's basically the only one scoring runs for them. And the RBIs will be down from what they'd usually be because you can't score runs if there are no runs to score because there are no people on base because the Mets cannot hit. So, yeah, I mean, that's my video. Pete Alonso. Oh, also, his fielding is way better than it's been in the past. He's an above-average fielder this year. And also, his plate discipline's way better. He's chasing a lot less than he has been in the past. So, yeah, that's my video. I hope you guys liked it. No hate to Max Muncy. I'm just saying why I've had this video, ready in my mind for a while that, Pete Alonso's very underrated and that people aren't really noticing that he's having, a good season, kind of like a Bryce Harper, not this year, but, a normal Bryce Harper season and stuff, and that just nobody's saying, oh, Pete Alonso's having a good season. He had a lot of hype in 2019, and I feel like last year that hype just completely drained out, and that even this year when he won the home run derby again, nobody's really talking about him. So yeah, I've had this video in my back pocket for a while, and then yesterday when my brother said the thing about Max Muncy, that was the final push. So this video isn't like a Max Muncy diss video, it's just that's what motivated me. So yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. Yeah. Bye.